Stop scrolling right now if you plan on pulling for Columbina or Zibai in version 6.3. We just got the final confirmed rewards count, and the math isn't what you think it is. We are looking at one of the biggest patches of the year. I'm talking about version 6.3, the Lantern Rite update. Historically, this is when the developers feel generous, and the numbers I'm looking at right now prove it. We have a leaked chart showing every single Primogem, every Intertwined Fate, and every event reward coming our way between January 14th and February 25th. The total count is massive, but here is the catch: most of these rewards are locked behind specific dates and events. If you are trying to snag Colombina in the first half of the update, you are working with a completely different budget than someone waiting for the second half. Today, we are going to break down exactly where these Primogems are hiding, calculate your exact odds of winning the 50-50, and figure out if you need to buy the Welkin Moon or if you can survive as a pure free-to-play player. Looking for the best way to recharge in Genshin Impact? Loot Bar is the smarter choice. It works exactly like the in-game top-up, but it's way more affordable. New users get 10% off with the link in the pinned comment, and users can receive an additional 5% discount coupon. Loot Bar also has special deals on crystal packs, including the 6480 bundle, and even an all-in-one package with everything you need. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $80 on Loot Bar. The process is simple and secure. You don't need your password or login. Just enter your UID, pick your server, choose your pack, and your crystals are delivered in seconds. Players around the world trust Loot Bar because it's fast, safe, and affordable. So don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving on your top-ups today. Loot Bar, safe, fast, and way more affordable. Now, for a quick reminder about the new giveaways. Both of the 6480 Genesis Crystals giveaways are active right now and will stay open until December 31st. I'll be announcing the winners on January 1st. As always, these are part of the monthly giveaways we do here on the channel, so if you haven't joined yet, make sure you do. All you need to do is be subscribed, watch all the videos, and comment your UID and region. 2 winners will be picked soon, so don't miss your chance. Let's break this down category by category, starting with the Day 1 funds. This is what you will have the moment the servers go live. When version 6.3 launches on January 14th, the servers will go down for maintenance. When they come back up, check your in-game mail immediately. There will be 600 Primogems waiting for you. That's compensation for the server downtime and bug fixes. So before you even swing a sword or solve a puzzle, you are starting with almost 4 pulls just for showing up. Next, let's talk about the daily grind. The update runs for the standard 42 days. If you log in every single day, do your 4 commissions, and talk to Catherine, that is 2,520 Primogems. It's boring, it's repetitive, but it's the backbone of your savings. You cannot skip a day. If you miss just 1 week of dailies, you are throwing away almost 3 pulls. It doesn't sound like much, but when you are at 75, pity, and desperate, those 3 pulls are everything. Also in this routine category is the Paimon's Bargain Shop. Since version 6.3 spans across February, the shop will reset on February 1st. That means you can buy 5 Intertwined Fates and 5 Acquaint Fates using your Stardust. That is 5 free limited banner pulls, but strictly speaking, you won't have access to these until the middle of the patch. If you are pulling for Columbina on Day 1, do not count these 5 fates in your initial budget. Next, let's talk about the difficult content. The endgame. The chart lists the Abyss, the Imaginarium, and the Stygian Onslaught. If you can clear the Abyss with full stars, and I know that is a big if for some newer accounts, that is 1,600 Primogems because it resets twice during version 6.3. The Imaginarium adds another 1,000 to the pot. And then there's the Stygian Onslaught, bringing in 450. Now I want to be real with you. If your account isn't strong enough to 36-star the Abyss, do not panic. You are maybe losing out on 1 or 2 pulls maximum. It's not going to break your bank. But if you have been lazy with your artifacts, now is the time to fix them. Version 6.3 is bringing serious rewards for combat, and you don't want to leave 3,000 Primogems on the table just because you didn't build your supports. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the exploration and the story. The leaks indicate we are exploring a new map. And yes, finally, in version 6.3 there will be a map expansion. This expansion will be in Nod Cry. The estimate here is around 1,850 Primogems strictly from chests, waypoints, and unlocking statues. This is where the difference between a casual player and a hardcore player really shows. To get these 1,850 gems, you need to be opening chests, solving puzzles, and finding waypoints. You can't just log in and expect this to appear in your mail. This is active gameplay. If you want Columbina on day 1, you need to speedrun this map. You need to be at 100% exploration. But wait, there is more hidden inside this new map than just chests. We have to talk about the offering system. According to the data we have, maxing out the levels on this new offering system is going to net you 950 Primogems and 7 blue fates. That is huge. But remember, this is a grind. You have to run around the map collecting the elemental sigils or oculi to feed into this system. It won't happen overnight, but the payout is worth it. On top of that, we have another quests. These are the world quests scattered around the new Nod Cry area. They aren't voiced, and sometimes they are long, but they are necessary. Completing these side missions is estimated to give us around 400 Primogems. Don't skip the dialogue too fast, though. Sometimes these quests hide the best lore in the game. And we can't forget the completionists. We have a batch of new achievements coming in version 6.3. These come from the new map, new boss fights, and specific combat challenges. It's estimated to be about 290 Primogems total. It's nickels and dimes, getting 5 gems here and 10 gems there, but it all adds to the pile. Moving on to the main story. This is the continuation of the Archon quest involving the Harbingers. We are finally going to see some serious movement with Colombina and maybe even lore drops about the Tsaritsa. Completing this main storyline gives us 590 Primogems and 2 pink fates. That is practically 6 pulls just for reading dialogue and watching cutscenes. Not bad at all. But the real star of the show, the reason the numbers are so high this time, is the Events tab, specifically the Lantern Rite Festival. Every year, Lantern Rite is the most generous event in the game. According to this leak, the Lantern Rite alone gives 1,600 Primogems and 10 fates. This is huge. They are essentially handing us a 10 pull for free, plus another 10 pull in gems. That is 20 pulls just for celebrating the festival. This is usually done through a login event where you just check in for 7 days, and they shower you with fates. It's the developer's way of saying Happy New Year. Plus, we have the other smaller events. The main event associated with the festival usually has mini-games and a story of its own, giving us roughly 1,000 Primogems. Then, Event 2 and Event 3 are listed at 420 Primogems each. These are usually the combat challenges or the goofy mini-games like collect the coins or take photos. They are easy, they are quick, and they add up. Finally, we have the end-of-patch bonus. About 10 days before version 6.3 ends, we will get the version 6.4 livestream. During this stream, they will drop 3 codes. These codes are worth 300 Primogems. And listen to me closely, these codes drop in mid-February. If you are pulling for Colombina in Phase 1, you will not have these gems. These 300 gems are effectively funds for Phase 2 characters like Zibai or for saving for the next patch. Do not bank on them for your Day 1 summons. So, let's look at the big challenge here. The total number of pulls is amazing, but timing is everything. Here is the problem. A lot of these rewards are backloaded. The Lantern Rite rewards usually don't drop on the very first day of the patch. The login event might start a week in. The second half of the Abyss reset happens later. The livestream codes are at the very end. If Columbina is on the Phase 1 banner, you will not have access to all 107 pulls immediately. You might only have access to about 60 to 67 of them in the first half. This is the first half trap. You see the big total number, you get confident, you spend your savings, and then you realize the rest of the Primogems are locked behind time gates that won't open until after her banner is gone. You need to plan for this. Let's do the final math and see where you stand. If you are a strictly free-to-play player, meaning you spend zero money on the game, you are looking at approximately 14,540 Primogems. When you add in the 17 Intertwined Fates you get from the login events, your grand total is 107 pulls. 107 pulls. That is enough to hit hard pity once. It guarantees you a 5-star character. But, and this is a big but, it does not guarantee the featured character if you are on a 50-50. If you lose that coin flip to Cheeky or D-Look, you are going to be left with around 25 or 30 pulls. Is risky territory. You are leaving your fate in the hands of the RNG gods. Now, what if you are a low spender? What if you have the Welkin Moon? The Welkin Moon gives you 90 Primogems a day. Over 42 days, plus the 300 Genesis crystals you get up front, that adds a significant chunk to your stash. A Welkin player ends up with roughly 18,320 Primogems. Combined with the Fates, that brings you to a total of 131 pulls. This is a much safer place to be. With 131 pulls, even if you lose the 50-50, you are very close to hitting soft pity a second time. You might only need to grind a little bit of exploration or get lucky with an early 5-star to secure your character. The Welkin Moon basically doubles your safety net. And finally, for the players who buy both the Welkin Moon and the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass gives you 4 extra Intertwined Fates and 680 Primogems. It's not a huge jump, but every bit counts. This tier of player is looking at about 19,000 Primogems and 21 Fates. That brings the total to 139 pulls. At 139 pulls, you are very comfortable. You are almost statistically guaranteed to get the character you want, assuming you have even average luck. So, what does this mean for Zibai? If Zibai is in the second half of the patch, you are in the best position possible. You will have time to collect every single one of these 14,540 Primogems. You can finish the Lantern Rite, clear the map, redeem the livestream codes, and have your full arsenal ready the moment his banner drops. To wrap this up, version 6.3 is looking incredibly healthy for our Primogem stashes. 107 pulls for free is nothing to sneeze at. It's one of the highest counts we've seen in a long time, largely thanks to the new map and the Lantern Rite rewards stacking together. The offering system in Nod Cry and the new achievements are going to require work. You have to be willing to put in the hours exploring. You have to do your dailies. You have to wait for the livestream codes in February. If you do all of that, you have a fighting chance at Columbina or Zibai. Don't let the first half trap catch you off guard. Manage your resources, plan your pulls, and may you win your 50-50s. If you want to know exactly how Columbina's kit works, click this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.